Hello, this is Vance, and this is Wednesday, April the 12th, 2017. This is the pre-market bite for today. A couple of things, especially from yesterday. As you recall, I did the final recap yesterday, talked about prices moving up. In the overnight, we've had a slight increase in pricing. Right now, we are at 53.76. Have a pullback somewhat to the 53.55 area. And, of course, the low of the overnight was 53.36, which, as you recall, yesterday it was, we had that strong move up roughly about 10:30 or so. And then we kind of, for the rest of the day, was a channel, pull down, and the recovery after the closed. And since last night, prices moved up somewhat higher. Really, really close to the open was today's low at 53.36, and pardon me, 53.35, and prices up after that. So anyway, what have we had so far? I mean, this is right now it's 8:30, half an hour to the open, the regular trading hours. I've got the 15 tick boxes here for the for a low and for potential target. Of course, you got to move it up as each bar closes, or move it down depending on where what you expect prices to do. Again, prices could do one of two things: move up or move down. There's no other in between, and the idea is to anticipate the movement prior to what actually happens. That's the whole issue of price action. Now, where do I see this? Where's the bottom? Well, you have to look at taking a look at the low as being initial as perhaps a target, or the opening price, or yesterday's high. These levels are kind of coinciding. Daily high being another target at 53.76. Is price going to be moving up here? But there's a big issue today, and today is the DOE report. Now, the reason that prices moved up yesterday at 16:32 is 4:30, and that's the time of which the API report comes out. And the API report stated that there's a draw of 1.3 million barrels. The American Petroleum Institute reported that, as well as a drawdown in distillates and gasoline right across the board. So that kind of was an impetus of putting prices higher. So all eyes are going to be on the DOE report today, at 10:30. And as you've heard me say in the past, that really for up until that 10:30 time, sometimes price can really move very tight in a tight range. So if you're looking at perhaps prices having some support and moving higher, if it hasn't already taken place, you're probably looking at being buying low at this juncture. Now, that's in anticipation of what the DOE report is going to state. If that report is anticipated to be, if the report comes out and it's higher, a bigger draw than they anticipate, prices will move likely higher in the short term. If it's not as a bullish report as anticipated, price will move in the other direction. And we don't know until the report is actually published. So until that time, when the price is open, that on Wednesdays, up until that run-up, oftentimes market gets really tight just prior to 10:30 in anticipation of that number. So that's something to really keep in mind, whether or not to buy a trade or to get in on a trade at this juncture first thing in the morning, considering this is a DOE report. So that's something to really keep in mind. But again, prices can do one of two things. It can either go to higher. If it's a much deeper draw than anticipated, then prices are going to likely move up higher. And that's what we mean when I talk about when the news reports are, whether it's a bullish report or it's a bearish report. It can be in two factors. It could be the raw number being bullish or bearish, or it could be what the market is anticipating based on the API report. So if the API report yesterday is a bullish report, and that's the anticipation of the DOE report today, and it turns out that it's a bullish report because there is a drawdown, but not as large a drawdown as anticipated, we may have a retracement of price. So that's what it really comes right down to is whether or not what factors do you put into place to to determine or try to anticipate movement of prices based on the anticipated number, and you won't know until it actually comes out. So we have to wait and see on that. I'll be on later on, give you an update on what transpired. So that's it for now. This is Vance. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.